Good evening, afternoon, good day, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Mr. Glenn, and welcome to another episode of Tea with Glenn. Today I am joined by
Lily Hazlett,
Kenna Shoemaker,
Alea the Virgil, and today our guest is Ashton Barrier. Introduce yourself, please.
Hi, I'm Ashton Barrier. I'm a sophomore at Strafe Hills High School. I'm just your typical sophomore, enjoying the life here at our school.
are you in any clubs?
Yes, currently am. I am currently part of the EFHS K-pop club, helping them out.
How was that?
It's good. Get to watch them dance, get to sit there, help them with anything that they have questions on. Other than that, that's mostly it.
Okay. And in case anyone was wondering, today's topic is, can we get a drum roll, please? Musicals and how they've affected our lives so far.
beautiful.
Okay. Well, we were given a couple questions during Den, and we're just going to go like that. So basically, this segment is going to go using musicals, and then I will read the question, and we're going to see how everyone feels about it. Okay, let's go. Using musicals, what is your spirit animal?
What is your spirit?
Lin-Manuel Miranda is my spirit animal.
I would, Little Mermaid.
Little Mermaid.
Ariel, right there, hardcore.
I was gonna say Mimi from Rent.
That's a good one. That's a good one. Christine Daae from Phantom of the Opera. Or Eponine from Les Mis.
I don't know musicals. Leave it at that.
Okay.
Ariel.
Next question. Using musicals, explain our government.
I want Glenn to do this.
Othelio.
Let's see, if you want an accurate representation, Les Mis is a representation of our government.
Very
Oof,
true.
accurate.
But if you want like a true, like, what is government like, I would have to say Heathers.
I've not seen that one, actually.
If you really think about
Not
it, you've
seen
kind
that
of got like the three big people in charge kind of running everything, and the
Three
fourth
Stooges.
person's kind of like, hey, I want to participate too, and they're like, hey, welcome to Congress. Welcome to the candy shop. Ooh.
It's candy store.
What happens if I have a movie? Would a
Ooh,
movie work?
by the way, have you seen
This is a
Illegal
movie, considering
Heathers?
you're not a musicals person.
Yes.
Not Heathers. Oh, it's so bad. It's so good.
There's a good movie that would describe our government.
What movie?
Three Stooges.
Oof, accurate.
That was before, we got our president we're reforming. But, things always get better or worse.
Okay, let's see.
From your viewpoint.
Next question. Using musicals, how are all of you doing today?
I'm feeling like a Peggy.
And Peggy.
I'm feeling
And Peggy.
Burn from Hamilton.
Ooh. So whose letters are you burning?
And X.
Oh.
How am I doing today?
Yes, Saki
using
Beirito.
musical, let's see.
How am I feeling with musicals? I don't know. Trying to think of a good one. It's gonna come to me later. I'm gonna be like, "Ow!"
Wait, I know, it's gonna
I got
come
it.
to me
I got
later.
it. You'll be back from Hamilton.
Ooh. Awesome.
Are we
Wow.
talking like Hamilton, like the album, the singers, or
The musical play, Hamilton.
so their songs? Yeah.
I'm just gonna throw one out. How about part of your world? I feel like it's getting hot outside. Let's go swim. Wouldn't you think my collection's complete?
Oh, you guys can sing. Okay.
People keep asking for us to
No.
sing.
Oh
Yes.
no! Wait, people really?
Yes, it's our
yeah.
number one request. You should sing.
I can moo.
I mean, really.
Shout out to Aunt Sonia. She said that.
It was more than just her, though. It's been like a couple students who are like, you should sing.
I'm the girl who has
Moo.
Everything.
Kenna, you're in the frame.
Goodness gracious.
She was blocking.
Okay. Next question. Using musicals, describe Glenn.
Popular. Popular.
Yep.
So that's Wicked.
So there.
Let's go with
I actually have a different one.
P.T. Burnin from
I was gonna say.
The Greatest Showman. We'll go with that.
Which one?
Can it be songs, like in general?
Yeah.
See if I have any songs.
This is the
No,
moment you've
It
waited
has to be
for.
musical songs.
I think I have a
Does it
few.
musical songs? musicals.
Yes, but he's an exception.
Yeah, I don't know anything about music. You get two things together and they make music.
What's yours, Zoe? I told you don't eat during it this time.
Oh, there's no getting around that. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Okay, I was gonna say the student who's like, our children are dying from Heathers.
Oh. Oh,
That is an
I have
accurate
no songs.
representation.
That is accurate.
I was just trying to think of her name, but I was like, I can't think of the name, so I'm just gonna like mimic her. Our children are dying.
I just looked up 50 great musical numbers, and the only one that seems good is Seasons of Love.
Oof. Yes.
That's a sad.
5,000.
That wasn't bad.
Minutes.
You'll be back.
Washington.
No,
Washington,
no,
just kidding.
Washington.
That
History has its eyes on
Oh
you.
yeah, history has its eyes on you.
What about Annie? It's the Hard Knock Life.
It's a hard
knock
life
for us.
It's a hard knock life for us.
Or we could always have You and Me, but Mostly Me by Book of Mormon.
Yes. That's Glenn and our students.
Mostly Me.
If we're gonna get into Book of Mormon,
All right. Okay. Moving on.
yes.
Using musicals, describe someone's stupidity.
What's the dumbest play out there?
Miss Hannigan from Annie.
What's the dumbest movie out there?
Heather McNamara from Heathers,
Oh, okay.
the yellow one.
Are we naming characters or songs?
Just songs, a character, and using musicals. Just
Yeah, I think Heather McNamara is quite dumb.
The Count from The Count of Monte Cristo, who ended up,
Kenna, anything?
does a book count?
You know, he's my favorite character, but he's also pretty stupid. I'm gonna go with Hamilton.
True.
And only because
Hamilton's pretty smart.
But he was
reminds me-
stupid.
But he was.
Yeah, he was like, hold your gun up to the sky. If you die, your enemy will surely kill himself after. Psych.
Okay.
True.
'Tis his own fault.
All right. Using musicals, describe your ex. I don't have an ex. Never had a boyfriend.
The worst pies in London.
You'll be back soon. You'll see.
Our love is God.
Oh yeah.
The beginning part of The Worst Pies in London.
That's all I know.
Wait. How about the second time you?
I don't know how to
Say no to this.
Oh my gosh, you look so helpless. And if I'm
I'm swimming. Hell yes. Wow.
Done.
Anyway,
But what about the second time you watch Frozen and you're like, okay, Hans, we love is an open door.
true, you right, girl. Like
You act.
You're like, okay, sure, Hans, yeah.
Ooh.
we see you.
I see you. Okay,
Burn who?
that was all of our written questions. How about from our live studio audience, huh?
Anybody got questions?
Anyone got a question?
I see you back there. Try not to hide.
What? Describe your humor.
Describe your humor.
Using musicals, describe your own humor.
Be more chill.
What?
Relatable.
Describe your own humor using musicals.
Be more chill.
I'm just gonna sit here and eat.
I'm gonna go with a
I'm gonna go with-
Disney musical.
High School Musical.
My own humor as a musical.
I know someone who's like complete like Heathers.
If High School Musical was sad and depressing.
I'm gonna go with Aladdin because he's pretty sarcastic.
True. I feel.
And plus, you can be as fun as the genie.
What's an optimistic or pessimistic movie? What
Don't
we
do
think?
that in front of the mic.
Oh, because you're gonna like spike the
Oh,
audio.
okay.
Anyway,
Just do it like behind
but
you.
I'm gonna go Frozen.
The most
Who
basic
though?
movie.
I can be all of those characters.
Oh,
And your heart is a frozen potato.
Also, you were right. Right now.
What about all the what about the Avengers movie? They're owned currently by Disney, which owns Marvel.
That's true.
Star
But
Wars
they're
too.
not musicals.
Yeah, they're not musicals though.
They have a Star Wars musical.
Wait, what?
Yeah, it's like a parody of the Star Wars movie.
True.
Well, okay. Did you actually know Finding Nemo's a musical? It's
Ed-
actually at the Universal Orlando.
Yeah.
Not Universal. Disney World.
There's
I
this
did
the
not know that.
Animal Kingdom.
there's this guy who sings Ever After Ever,
It is a musical. They
Ever
made
heard of
it
it?
a
Ever After
musical.
Ever?
No.
Like a live
yeah, it's really
production
good.
musical.
Disney movie has been or will be
Where's
produced.
my dad?
Very
Star
true.
Wars is
Very
ruined for
true.
me.
That's one.
I can see it now. They're gonna stand there when the starship's coming. They're like, oh no, oh dear, we're dead.
This is amazing. I'll show you the Finding Nemo musical someday.
Okay.
Don't clap.
Don't clap.
Now moving on to the main portion
Stop
of this
clapping.
segment. How has musicals affected us, our lives? We're gonna start with Glenn and go down this way.
I mean, musicals are like the greatest movie genre known to mankind. Because I mean, when I'd go over to my grandparents' house, they literally, back in my day, we had these things called VHS, and you'd record movies on the TV, so you could watch them whenever you wanted. And so they would just record like Rodgers and Hammerstein musicals. So we'd go over and they'd be like, "All right, we're watching The King and Me." The King and I, followed by Joseph and the Technicolor Dreamcoat, followed
sister loved that
by
movie.
The Sound of Music. And so it would
Yeah,
just
The
be
Sound
an
of Music.
endless VHS of musicals. And so, you know, like I never really thought like liking musicals was weird or strange. And then you get to high school and suddenly everyone's like, I like musicals. I like musical too. Let's be friends!
Yeah,
And
that's
so-
how it works. That's
And so then everybody is like,
For
let's
you
do
again.
musicals. And then you get to college and you meet more of those people. And then it's
And then
just
you meet
like,
the theater majors.
well, the theater majors are crazy, like crackheads. So
true. You right.
Okay.
I
now-
took a class with a whole bunch of them.
So
Like, we
Lindsay-
got into
so
an
my
argument.
sister-
Well, no, like legit musical theater majors who are like, oh, I'm Shrek in Shrek the Musical this month, and it's so boring. And then I'm sitting there looking at like the horn part, being like, this is the hardest musical. Like, so then like musical theater people, they're just like, play so I can sing
So it's like the oboe player.
a little bit.
I play the oboe.
What do
Yes.
you play?
I'm the lead in the musicale. Play it up half a step here, down a minor third here. Like, okay, that's easy.
Okay.
But-
Kenna, how have musicals affected you?
Well, I actually just recently entered the musical world, so
Welcome.
I don't really know a lot of musicals, but
Welcome to the dark side. We have happiness, tears, and cookies.
you know,
Just to
that
point
sounds
out, her
great.
favorite is
We also
Hamilton.
have
That's
our
all she
favorite
sings.
characters who die.
Yeah.
True, very true.
So how would you say Hamilton has affected you in that
Hamilton
case?
has affected. I remember when I first got introduced to Hamilton, it was actually by my history teacher, and we would listen to it while we were doing work, and because my history teacher loves Hamilton, and
Every good one does.
true, and it's really, I would say it's affected me positively for sure, because it's not only like, you know, given me a lot more knowledge on the Revolutionary War and stuff like that, but it's also, it's inspiring to think that, you know, if someone else can do it, then why can't you, you know? It's inspiring.
It's
I'd
very
say.
true. Very true. Lily?
I've always liked musicals when I was little, but I just recently got into like the Broadway musicals like 2-3 years ago, because I watched Rent on Netflix and I was like, ooh, this is pretty good.
I've seen parts of Rent, bits and pieces. I need to watch the whole thing though.
It's really good. And then my first live production was Newsies, which was amazing because Jack Kelly. So basically, I started listening to more musicals, and it started like becoming just a part of me because I just love listening to that music genre. And Drama
Ashton,
club.
Rather than musicals, since you're not a musicals person, just
Yeah, no.
music in general. How's music?
It's good. No, so music commonly, for the people who actually think listen to the lyrics and stuff, actually with the lyrics gives you a basis where you can usually sometimes relate to the people. Also, that blue flashing light's actually bothering me.
It's how you know the mic is live.
I know, but like
Finish your statement.
distracting.
Finish.
Anywho, gives you a base where you can like bond with the singer, or also like Kenna said, makes you think, well, if they can do it, why can't I do it? Also gives you like some motivation. It's also good to listen to when you're falling asleep.
Sure.
Yeah.
I guess for me, a way musicals have affected me, I would say I've never felt more open or myself when I'm not listening to songs that are from musicals. Because I don't know, it's weird. When I was growing up, I would watch like the Disney musicals, and it was like, for me, it was like, oh, that's cool, I want to be a princess. And then it was like, as I grew up, you start seeing more actual musicals, like on Broadway and things like that. And I don't know, they just made me feel more confident and more free. I felt like I could do anything. It was kind of like an inspiring type of thing, really.
That's good.
Congrats.
So here's a question: have you ever seen the musical Moulin Rouge?
Yes.
No.
If you
I've
want
heard the songs.
high school love encapsulated in a musical, that's the one for you.
Oh yeah.
I've not seen it.
Sounds good though.
I've heard
It's
the songs.
It's pretty good, and you're
Oklahoma's
like,
also a good one.
Oh, true.
Oklahoma's good with dealing with like high school in general, because it's like, let's outcast this person. Oh, we drove them to kill themselves.
Yikes.
Yikes.
It's
I mean,
also-
like,
Hi.
It's also Hugh Jackman.
Hugh Jackman.
Jack Human.
Jack Human. Oh my god, I just love Jack Human. Like all those fake fans that talk about him, like whatever.
I
Like,
hate all of you.
Hugh Jackman. I'm all about Jackman.
Who's this Hugh Jackman? I'm all about
Jackman Hugh. Jackman Hugh. I always get it mixed up, and I hate myself for it.
And now it is going to be remembered forever.
Like 1E1.
Thank
Forever
you.
1E1.
Can't bring outside memes to this.
If 22 is to 22 and 3 is a 33, why can't 11 be 1E1?
A real question.
moving on to our next part of today's segment. It's more of a funny question. Have you ever tried introducing musicals to a non-musical person? And
Yes.
how did that end up?
Terrible.
Explain, Lily.
So I was trying to get one of my friends who's like a huge like hardcore rock fan into musicals.
Did you start with Jesus Christ Superstar?
No,
Nope,
that was my mistake.
mistake.
I first showed them Hamilton because I was like, hey, this might be good for you.
School of Rock. To
That's-
answer the question earlier,
Wow.
what is Mr. Glenn's life like? School of Rock.
Oh, there it is.
Wait, the Jack Black version, or
Oh, that's, you're
Baby,
accurate.
you're in
You're
the
right.
band.
Sorry to distract everyone.
But basically, they were like, "Oh my God, what is this garbage?" And I was like, "My heart, thanks. It's musicals. See ya." So we talk, but not as much as we used to.
okay. Well, for
'Cause
me,
they-
We don't talk anymore.
We don't talk anymore.
Oh my god.
we don't talk anymore. Okay. Well, anyways, for me,
Like
for
we
years,
used to.
me and my sister tried to get my brother to watch Phantom of the Opera, and he would not watch it. I don't like musicals. I don't want to sit for 3 hours and watch something. Christopher, you're gonna like it. No. And then one day he gets a girlfriend, and I get his girlfriend to watch it, and then he considers watching it after his girlfriend's like, "Oh, I like it." So I'm like, for years I tried to get you to watch it, and then now when your girlfriend likes Phantom of the Opera, now you're gonna sit and watch it. Wow, that's great. Perfect.
Yeah, you're just
perfect.
my
That's
dumb
how life
sister.
works.
Yeah.
Can I play a song?
What?
The real question we should be asking is, are they still together?
Yes, they're together right now.
Can I play it?
Just throwing me under the bus.
I'll play it after.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have a song.
Kenna,
Yeah.
get off your phone.
No.
And have you ever introduced musicals to someone, and how did it end up?
No. Like I said, I'm new to musicals, so
True.
Okay. Well, I think we're gonna.
Well, that
wrap this
iPod
up.
over there has a whole bunch of musicals on it, so if you just throw it
Wait,
on.
did we do Glenn already?
Have I?
No.
Oh, I'm sure I have. I mean, you
All
meet
of
all these
music?
new people in high school, and then you're like, look at this cool thing.
Look at this cool thing.
Yeah.
I have a good song. It's called "Never Gonna Give You Up."
I'm gonna strangle you.
You
And
will.
here's where the audio gets cut. But unfortunately, lunch is about to be done. So we need to get our little wrap up with a wrap up song. So take it away, ladies.
This has been Tea with Glenn.
Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe on iTunes.
Can I please have the attention of the class? Today's assignment